everyone, I'm Andrea Hoffman with UFTV bringing you this week's Oiler Profile. Today I have with me senior guard Mckenna Stephens from the women's basketball team. It's great to have you here today, Mckenna.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I'm sure you've been playing basketball for a big portion of your life. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey in the sport and what brought you here to UF?
Yeah, so I actually have a little bit of a unique story. So I actually was going to come to the University of Findlay either way, just because of my interest in the physical therapy program here. And I'm actually in my first year, which I'm super proud to be in the program here. It's awesome. So my senior year of basketball in high school, I was like towards the end and I was like, oh, I don't want to be done playing sports yet. And I didn't play AAU or anything, so I didn't have a lot of offers. So I just decided to take a shot and email the coach who was here at the time, Coach Weedy. And he so kindly gave me a chance to walk on the team here. And from there, Coach Duran gave me the opportunity to work my way up. And I'm just so grateful. This has been a life-changing experience at UF, and playing basketball here, I've met so many amazing people and friends that I will have in my life forever, I hope.
So your sophomore year, you guys had a bit of a tougher season. You went 7-21, but in the past 2 years, you guys have seen a lot of improvement. You're 16-5 on this season with plenty of games left. How have you seen the team evolve and be a successful program now in your senior year?
I think it really just comes down to perseverance. I think that those challenges that we've had in the past have really taught us, especially the girls who were there that year, taught us a lot about perseverance and how to work through the hard times. And we watched a video during film one day about handling hard better. Like, life doesn't get easier, basketball doesn't get easier, you just start to handle the hard better. So I think that us upperclassmen have learned those lessons and have been able to translate that to the underclassmen. And of course we have amazing underclassmen who came in and also changed the program for us. So I think that we just pushed through the hard, and now we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Awesome. So leadership is always a big talking point, especially when a team is doing well. How do you and the other seniors create a family-like atmosphere among your team?
I think that we just have a lot of pride in making the younger girls feel comfortable. I think that there's this unspoken rule that seniors should be mean and rude to the underclassmen, but when we came in, we were like, we don't want to do that. We want to make the girls feel comfortable. And I think that we have done just that. I can't speak for them, but we've just created such good friendships with not only the girls in our own class, but also the younger girls, and we truly are a family. And I could go to any of them with anything, and I hope that they would also trust me with coming to me with anything as well.
Do you have a favorite memory with your teammates?
I honestly think it was going to Montana this fall. It was our first couple of games, and we didn't exactly play the best. It was the first 3 games, get the jitters out, but it was something that I have always wanted to do, like one of those bucket list things that you want to go to out west and see the mountains. And we just not only saw such amazing things that we're not used to here, but we also just had such amazing times together in the hotel room and driving to Yellowstone, and it just was such an awesome experience, and I'll never forget.
So it takes time definitely to develop confidence playing at the collegiate level, as any athlete knows. So how do you think your game has evolved since being a freshman?
I think that confidence is actually the biggest thing. I've always been someone who's been super hard on myself, and I hold myself to a very high standard, not just for my own self, but because I want to be the best I can for my teammates and my coaches. And at times I didn't use that to the best of my ability, and I was almost too hard on myself. But I think that honestly the teammates I have now, the coaches I have now, they have just taught me so much about having those expectations, but also having fun and being able to relax in it as well. And I think that because of the support that I have not only here, but also at home with my family, I have learned so much about confidence, and it's really the biggest thing that you can have coming into college basketball.
So now that you've gained that confidence and experience, how do you show that to the younger players and kind of show them the way of what college basketball is like, especially when they're freshmen and sophomores?
I think it's really just through encouragement. Oftentimes we have a fear of messing up and you don't want to make mistakes, but those are the parts of life, not only in basketball, but parts of life that you learn the most and where you grow. So I think that just encouraging them to push through the hard, and also whenever they do something good, just going hyping them up and making them feel good about themselves is really just the biggest thing in terms of confidence.
As much as I love to hear about your life on the court, you're obviously a student as well. You talked a little bit about being in the physical therapy program. So do you have plans for post-grad life?
Yeah, I'm hoping to, I don't know where I want to go post-grad. I live in a small town, Willard, Ohio, but maybe exploring bigger towns and trying to get a job there. eventually I want to try to open up my own practice if possible, but that's obviously way far down the road. But just one of those dreams that I have, and yeah, probably just working, learning new workouts that I've never done before, and I don't know, just learning new things and finding new hobbies.
So many athletes have game day superstitions or rituals. Do you have any personally, or maybe the team has some that you guys always do?
I used to be extremely superstitious in high school, like wear the same undergarments, wear the same spandex, like sit in the same seat on the bus, but I don't really have a ton anymore other than like just making sure that I shower before the game, which sounds funny, but just like feeling clean, and I don't know, I don't really have many anymore, just knowing the feeling that I'm locked in, I guess, anymore.
All right, so you guys have 8 games left in this regular season, but it might look a little bit different than past other seasons because it's your last one. Are you looking at these games any differently, or is it the same as any year prior?
No, I think that I'm looking at them the same. Obviously, there's a little bit more value to them, not only because of the talent that we do have on our team, but also just it being our last 8 regular season games like to play. I think that comes with a lot of passion. So I think I'm approaching it the same, but maybe just having a little bit more passion and I don't know, urgency to want to go out there and get all those wins and finish the season as strong as we can.
So soon you'll be closing a big chapter of your life as being an athlete, and basketball has definitely shaped you, I'm sure, into the person you are today. So can you talk a little bit about this and how you plan to use these skills you've learned from your sport in your life beyond UF?
Yeah, so I think that college sports and playing basketball has taught me like a lot about 3 major things: the value of teamwork, perseverance, and then also just the value and true power of hard work. When you come here, your individual talent does not matter as much as it did before. It truly takes a whole unit to meet those common goals and win games. So I think I'll take that with me for sure in the future. And then in terms of working hard, I've learned so much about work ethic and what it takes to truly meet those goals. And now that I've been able to do some of that, it has shown me the true value. And I don't know, our team has met goals that we never thought were possible. And then perseverance I already talked about. But yeah, those are the 3 things that I think I'll take with me in the future.
Thank you for joining me today, Mckenna, and good luck with the rest of your senior season. This has been this week's Oiler Profile with Oiler Women's Basketball.